Let's discover a very interesting video editor for your device. It's called Adobe Rush. It's a new application from Adobe and it's a great video editor, and I will show you why. On short, you will have some features that you will find only in Adobe Premiere on PC. That is a great video editor and I use it daily. Now we have some features here on our smartphones and this is incredible. Let's create a new project. You can import photos and videos from your device, from Cloud and Dropbox, or now we will use some sample media. Let's select, for example, these 3 videos. Let's call this project 1 and let's create a project. Now we have our media files here. What is interesting in this video editor? First of all, you will work in portrait mode. On classic video editors you will work like this, and you have an advantage here in portrait mode. In classic editors you will have this area as working space and you won't see very good your files. If you have many files and you use overlays and many sound files, you have to press a button and to see them on screen, but you can't see here. You can preview them very well here and also have the video file for preview in the upper part of the screen. Now in Adobe Rush we have this great working space and I will show you why it's so great. Let's press this button and let's see these shortcuts, because if we do this and if we add also some audio files, now we have this great working space just like on PC, and you can work very easy and you can preview the working area very well. Basically you have here the possibility to turn off the sound. You can add very simple an audio recording. Just press this button and it will start to record your sound, and if you drag this bottom line you have all the shortcuts that you need to work with your files. This, for example, here you can select your working format space, landscape, portrait or square, something like this. With just a simple tap you can decide how your video will look at the end. Let's leave it in landscape at this moment. Next, you can add titles. Very simple, you can write anything on your video. You have even more titles here with some effects. You have 28 pages of effects and titles. It's impressive. Next, you can work with transitions. You can select a transition, you can select how long it will be, that transition, and so on. You can select for your video some effects, some colors, black and white, and so on. Let's leave it with no effect. And on the same line here you have all kind of settings, a lot of settings for exposure, contrast, shadows, saturation, sharpening, so many settings. Next, this is super cool and very interesting. After I will present all these buttons, I will show you how you can create something magnific here and very easy, compared with a classic video editor. I will show you immediately. So, speed. I'm super excited about this feature because it's available on Adobe Premiere on PC, and now we have it here. With just a few clicks you can create basically a slow motion. You can select the speed for your video. It's very interesting. Let's say we have this video and we want to select, let's say, the speed at 35%. Let's move it here to be able to see it very well. Look, now it's at 30%, and now 18. It's super interesting. I believe let's try, sorry, 100%. Okay, I believe it's better to see it here because we have some people. This is normal speed and this is 39%. At 80. I would say it's a great feature. Also, you have some audio settings, and this is another great feature available in this device. You can work with noises. Basically, you can remove noise. Let's say you have a car on the background or wind, you can remove that noise, just like in Adobe Premiere on PC. First of all, you can work with the sound, with volume. You can disable the sound. You can select what type of sound you have, music, other, or voice. It's very important to select voice because only in voice you have this reduced noise and echo. If we press it here, we will be able to eliminate the background noise. Let me show you here in this video. Let's play it original. We have some cicada song and wind. Let's remove the noise. Activate this feature and let's see what do we have now. Okay. It's definitely an improvement, but I believe here it will not do wonders, miracles. It's obvious, but here, for example, okay, reduce noise. In this video you will do indeed miracles with the noise background because it will remove it almost completely. Just listen. Just listen. It's incredible what you can do with this type of features. Let's see here, reduce echo. It's incredible. This feature, it's great if you want to remove some background noise. Also, you have the possibility to enhance speech as female and male, another feature available on PC. I'm sorry, my neighbors are working and you will hear some noise on the background. I don't have too much options and I can't remove those sounds with an reduce echo or reduce noise. My neighbors are working and this is the reality. Okay, let's go back to video editing and let me show you something very interesting. if we put all these 3 videos like this, you can do this interesting final video. Now you have obviously the first one, this one, because it's the first. If we put this one here, it will be the first video. But if we click on it and double click, we have a shortcut, for example, for settings, like you can move left, right, up, down your video. As you see here, some interesting videos, and you can crop the video. Very, very interesting. Let's crop it, for example, from the bottom to see what I'm talking about. Something like this. Okay, I was on this video, I believe here I was. Okay, let's crop it from the bottom. As I said, you will do something like this, and if we play it, you can export your video in this format. It's a great feature, but you can go further and you can do this. Let's say, for example, you want to move this this video right here. Let's remove, for example, the crop, and let's move it here, I would say, and here, something like this, and let's scale it to 70, something like this, 70%, and again let's move it here, something like this, and let's go to the second video with the boat. No, this one. Okay, with the boat. Let's move it here, let's scale it like this, scale it, let's add some edge feather, something like this. Okay, in the first video, move it here, and the second one right here. And let's do play. From the beginning. Okay, and play. You have all the 3 videos on a single file on the screen, and you can export them like this, and you can create something amazing if you want. This was just a short example on how you can work with these videos. Basically, this video, let's say you want to crop it the bottom or at the top, you can do something like this, and this is fantastic. Just look how nice you can work with this video, and you can create something like this. It's amazing in my opinion. Also, if we work with this and crop it at top like this, we move it down, you can do something very interesting, very easy, and crop it also on the left, on the right, like this. Look how interesting it will look. You can do something amazing with this video editor if you have time and you know what to do and what you want. These are just some simple examples of what you can do here. You can stop the sound here, and you can leave it only on this video. If you want to duplicate this, just hold on it. Okay, and you can expand audio, duplicate and delete, expand audio, something like this, and you can work with your audio file. Let's see this shortcut. Transform. You have these cropping features and moving tools, left, right, up, down. Okay, you can cut it very simple, and I love this feature because you can do this, and if you want this this frame, you want everything to stop here, just press on cut and you will split the file right here, and now you can add here either a transition or you can delete this file, and it's interesting. You can add a file, you can press for delete, and in this way, this is another shortcut to expand your info here for sound. Basically, this is it. You have to discover all these interesting features for your editor, because it's super powerful, this editor. What I don't like at it is the fact that when you export your file, you have the quality settings, it's automatic as the original. This is great if you have a 4K. I believe here you will have a 4K. I will try it immediately, and you have all these options, 720p and 1080p at 30 frames per second. In other video editors, you are able to export this video in 4K even if the base file is a 720p. It will scale it and it will create a 4K video, for example. That is very useful. Let's try and see if we use a 4K video, if we can export it in 4K, for example. This is a 4K file. Let's see if I can export it in 4K. Automatic, yes. In automatic mode, it will recognize the file format. As you see here, it's a 4K at 60 frames per second, stereo quality high, and it will generate your final video in this format. But if you choose manually, you don't have here a 4K option. This is very strange, very strange. So you will have to keep it in automatic and it will recognize the format. But if we add another question, if we add here, let's say, another file that isn't a 4K, sample media from here, let's add it. And hey, where is my file? Very strange. Let's add it again. Media. Oh, okay, it's here, but it's very small. My bad. Okay. So when you import the first file, it will set the base format. Basically, we have a 4K, just like on Adobe Premiere on PC. The next file, which is a 720p, for example, or 1080p, it will look like this. Also, this happens on PC, and it's normal because the first file imported will set the general format for your working movie and final export video. But you can do this and you can zoom it, but you won't reach a full screen here. It seems on PC in Adobe Premiere you will be able to fill the entire screen. Here you aren't able. I don't know why they decided to make it like this. It's interesting, but if we export the file, it will be a 4K. This is good. Let's try to create another project with a media file, for example 1080p or 720, this kind of resolution, and let's add a 4K, a media from here, videos and photos, and let's choose this one, and this is a 4K video. Now the working space is correct. We have this first line, the first video important, and we have the frame for working space. The 4K video, it's perfectly here, but let's see when we export this. Oh, so this is a very useful information. If you first import a smaller resolution video and after that you go for a bigger one, let's say a 4K or 2K, you won't be able to select a bigger resolution than the one from the first video. So if your first video is a 720p, you will have a 720p or 1080p video, but if you have also 4K videos, you will not be able to export them as 4K, the entire video. This is interesting. But if you first import a 4K video and after that smaller videos, you'll be able to export the final work as a 4K. It's interesting. So the first file imported here in Adobe Rush will decide if you will have a bigger resolution or not. Basically, it will set the limit for your export resolution. It's interesting. So keep in mind this. This is it. This is Adobe Rush, a great application released recently by Adobe. Basically, with this application, Adobe tries to replace another app. It's called immediately. I will show you. I believe I have it here. No, I don't have it at this moment. Anyway, they want to replace another application. That one was something automatically in that one you import let's say 10 videos, and some AI from Adobe analyze them and will generate an incredible final video. It's a great application, and I don't know why they decided to remove it and not support it anymore. Anyway, as a video editor, this is great and I really like it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks.